I thought I'd do a quick market update for Thursday. Got a pretty extensive sell-off across the board, starting with London. So this happened as well on the 8th of May. It came into, where is that? There was it was here. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it was. Sorry, 6th of May. So the pattern repeated itself with London with high volume. So this was I think it was a weekly fair value gap and it hit 50%. I'll just go to the weekly very quickly. Where are we here? Oh, here we go. I've got it in a replay mode, sorry. I was wondering what I was doing. All right, so we'll go to the 5. All right, so it hit 50% of that weekly liquidity and then rolled back down with high volume. So that was the pattern that I saw last night on London, and it was about the same time. So it started at like 10 past, quarter past 9 Brisbane time, so UTC plus 10. And then we get the high volume in the top and then rotation down. As I was talking about before, testing of liquidity to see if it's going to run above. 50% test, probably confirm lower. We'll get volume up just quickly. So you get the high and then it's gradually trending down. Anyway, we'll go back to today. And we'll take that off. Reset price. Yeah, we'll take that off. So we got that on London. So it's pretty much just a swing high off the liquidity in the top. So that would have been the key. Don't worry about this FOG as well. It is actually taken from this price movement. But this high volume candle taking out this liquidity and this liquidity and then rotating back to the top side and then taking all this liquidity in here as well. And then you get a big wick in the top and then rotation back down. So kind of kicking myself that I didn't take a trade off that because it did conform to my setup. We'll go here. So finished auction and then the actual closes and opens of these candles are in a line. We'll go to buy bid as well, finished auction, a lot of liquidations. So crazy positive delta. Same with here, a lot of finished auctions. High volume too in the top and then reducing after the buying climax with high volume. We'll go to here, same with perps. So we get very high volume coming into the top. So 2 billion and 1.3 billion, 1.23 billion, sorry. So reducing in the top. So people trying to push price higher, potentially manipulate the market and then run it back down. But is interesting nonetheless. And then, yeah, finished auctions like I was talking about before. Despite there being positive delta, 92 here, 36, and then 51 in the top. So, yeah. But yeah, kicking myself that I didn't take that one because I got back from going out last night and I had the computer on and I was just looking at the charts. I'm like, I don't know about that. But it did conform. Anyway, and then we got massive sell-off too. So it was actually the 58k low level that was put in, and then it swung that a little bit and then got acceptance. Also, we have weekly liquidity in here, and then monthly as well. I'll get rid of that because I'm wanting to have a look at all this. Okay, there, that makes a lot more, makes it easier to see. So we have the weekly liquidity in there. We'll go to the 1 hour. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. A lot of 4 hour liquidity in the bottom. Also going to say, and then we're getting price accepting back up again. So we're getting 1 hour liquidity, and then it tests into that. There's 5-minute liquidity in there as well. So there's the big sell-off, buy-up candle. So it's just testing that level in the bottom. People are not wanting to close below it. And then you get tests of all this 5-minute liquidity, and then people are buying up. What else? And then 30-minute liquidity as well. You get 50% test of that. Whoop. Same with the 4 hour. So 4 hour plus the 30. So a good indication that price is wanting to move higher with those wicks. So my thinking is developing monthly val, obviously. You have 30-minute liquidity in the top too. And then the 4-hour FEG to see if price wants to rotate higher. If it stalls on the 50% of the 4-hour FEG, or it rejects off it, and obviously going lower again. And what can you expect from that? Well, you can expect obviously weekly liquidity, and then weekly support, more weekly liquidity as well. So we'll go to monthly too. So we have monthly liquidity in here, which I would mark out. Don't know if I have, I've got weekly, I'll put monthly in there. And we've got another month. So we've got stacked, just in case. Yeah, that's where I'd want to see it run to again. And we'll see. We will see what happens. But interesting times. Also got a large sell-off on gold last night, I think. So where is that? 16. Here. So it started around here. And then you get the high volume, and then a rotation back down. So not very good. SPX still conforming to the head and shoulders. Nasdaq as well to a point. It's getting support of the developing yearly value area high. I think I was and yeah, like you could say it's a head and shoulders. Now it'd be reasonable to think of it that way. So yeah, we'll see. As I said previously though, earlier in the week, not optimistic about price moving up, but we'll see. Anyway, that's the update for this morning. Hope it helps. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday, wherever you are. And yeah, happy trading.